Thank you, and welcome back, everybody. Good evening. We are now going into the final pitching and the jury for the Sparta Cybersecurity Hackathon with Garage 48. I think, seeing here in Zoom, pretty much everybody who joined us across the weekend. So guys, firstly, big congratulations for making it this far. 48 hours doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're hacking for that time and not sleeping, I guess you guys know better than us, it's a really tough gig. So congratulations getting this far. And a big thanks again to the mentors who worked with you on the way through. So, as you know, now we go through a series of 3-minute pitches, and the jury get to give you sort of tough feedback, serious questions and the likes, and then determine who they can help with support and prize money, or prizes afterwards. I'd like to, can we go back to the slide deck, please? Thanks, Dan. Whoop, wrong one, that one. So, a quick thanks again to our partners from Sparta, Smile, or Security Made in Luxembourg, Nalta Dutil, Vicomtech, CESNet, and of course the University of Bonn. Thank you very much, guys, for bringing the hackathon together and supporting it. And of course, and I know that you guys didn't come here for the prize money, of course, but it doesn't hurt, does it? So, wonderful €5,000 prize fund from Security Made in Luxembourg, Smile. 2 months membership from Vicomtech. Mentorship from Vicomtech, and legal counsel from Nalta Dutil. All of these seriously valuable in any new project, in any new startup. But with the open source world, there's a little more complexity, particularly when it comes to the legal side. So thank you very much, guys, for this support. Here's the evaluation criteria that the jury are going to apply when listening to your presentations, your demonstrations now. So first, of course, is the prototype that you've built to prove a solution or try a solution to the problem that you're working on this weekend. Then what's its business potential? Then tell us about the team who actually created this, and really importantly, the team who's going to take this forward after this weekend. Because of course, the hackathon is an activation event. This is just where it starts. There's a long, wonderful journey coming up, right? The demo itself, so the pitch itself, and then how you've used the Sparta open source software. So are these things that are sort of just, is it a sort of vanity attachment, or is it something that you're getting real value from in your project? So those are the core criteria that the jury will be looking at. And maybe let's introduce you to the jury. I'm sure you want to know who they are and how to talk to them. Can I actually ask the jury members to present yourselves? First, perhaps Pascal from Smile. Can you, sorry, before you come on, and I was kicked and told to mention this beforehand, everybody who's on the Zoom call, please, if you can, open up your cameras, not your microphones, but your cameras. Let us see you. It's just a far greater look and lets everybody know that you're here supporting them. So thank you very much, and apologies, Pascal. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for having me in this jury. I'm happy to be part of this initiative. As you know, Security Made in Luxembourg is member of the Sparta project, and we are mainly, I would say, co-organizing this event here. About myself, so I'm the CEO of Security Made in Luxembourg, which is the cybersecurity agency for the Luxembourg economy and municipalities here in Luxembourg, which basically is, I would say, kind of the national cybersecurity coordination center. And we are involved in, I would say, all topics in cybersecurity, running since 12 years as an agency. Myself, having been involved in cybersecurity a few times earlier already at the Ministry of Economy here in Luxembourg. So all in all, I have 20 years of cybersecurity background, and mainly from the technical side, and have also been involved since very long, since the early days, since the university, in fact, in open source community, open source software. And we as an agency also support very much open source and develop ourselves open source solutions. Thank you.
Super, thank you very much, Pascal. Johan, are you with us?
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Colin. I tried to follow your exercise into one sentence. As a former IT professional who mid-career turned into a lawyer, I help startups and digital entrepreneurs get answers to their legal questions in relation with technology. And I am representing Nota Dutil here. I was with the mentors before, now in the jury, and I'm really happy to be here with you.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Johan. We'll actually get the score from the teams later on your one-sentence pitch there. Thanks, mate. Raul, are you with us now? Raul from Vicomtech, are you with us?
Yes, sorry, I was
fantastic.
Muted. Okay, thank you. My name is Raul Luna. I was the director of the data security department on Vicomtech. We are working in Sparta, in particular in software program, dedicated to the analysis of machine learning models, the cybersecurity of machine learning models. We propose some challenges in this sense, but it's always interesting to know about new ideas, new approaches. It's a pleasure to work with you and some of the teams to know better what they are doing, and now really interested in see what they have done in these 48 hours, because in the presentation, I think that the presentation was so ambitious for this very short challenge. So I'm expecting the best.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Raul. And you're right, there were massive ambitions coming in here, and respect for that. Mark, are you with us now?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi,
Hey.
everyone. My name is Mark Ohm. I'm a cybersecurity researcher at the University of Bonn in Germany. I earned a PhD in computer science for research in software supply chain security with a strong focus on open source projects. And besides that, I research and teach software development and threat intelligence. So basically, what are the bad guys doing and what could you do against it?
Super stuff. You'd never use that for your own personal gain, would you? Thank you, Mark. Henrik, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello, everybody. So my name is Henrik Plate. I'm a senior researcher at SAP Security Research, working on different application level security topics for the last 14 years or so. In the last 6-7 years or so, I'm focusing on open source security. And in particular, I'm the project lead of Eclipse Steady, which is a solution to help developers detect and assess and mitigate dependencies on open source software with known vulnerabilities.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Henrik. And Martin, can you introduce yourself? Although I think most of the teams have already met you.
Okay, yeah. Hello, my name is Martin from Testnet. I am a network researcher as well as project manager, and I'm looking forward to your results.
Super, thanks, mate. And last but certainly not least, the person who's pulled all of this together, Kadri.
So I guess I'm unmuted now. Hi, I'm Kadri. So I am at the core the person who, bugged everybody and called everybody together to make this event happen. And I think that's a sufficient introduction for me. But also what I wanted to say that as a follow-up to this hackathon, I would be trying to get into contact with all the teams, and I would love to have a follow-up calls with you. So please be aware that I will start bugging you soon.
Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot, Kadri. Okay, and that's our wonderful jury. So you know who these guys are, and now you know what they're interested in as well. So you know how to pitch to them. This is the routine. I think you guys know it. So 3 minutes pitch. We will be timing. So 3 minutes pitch that includes demoing your prototype, and then 2 minutes Q&A with the jury for them to help them find out more. Now, as you saw, some of the jury members have actually been with you across the weekend, so know you quite well. Other ones are hearing about you for the first time, so make sure that you get your message across so that they understand what you're doing and what you've actually achieved this weekend, right? Okay, actually, let's sorry on that. Let's get into the pitches, shall we? So, first in the list, I think I saw you there. Trust Hub, are you ready to go?
Yeah. Hi. Hello. I'm ready. Okay.
Fantastic. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Okay. So let me share my screen. Sorry, I cannot share my screen. Is it possible to make it happen?
I believe so, Seem. Okay, should be good now.
Yeah, it's fine now. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, have you ever had faster IT response, IT support response? That was amazing.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. Hello, it's Shimon here from Trust Hub team, and I would like to introduce you to the idea of policy as a code solution for IoT devices. In today's world, enterprise and industrial networks are getting bigger, more dynamic, and more distributed. These trends can increase a risk of misconfiguration. Well, let's please imagine for a while that we are a company with a few warehouses which are getting more and more automated. How our solution may help? Let's go ahead to our app. We can see here that our company already has some set of devices, and we want to set up one more. So this little terminal window here simulates our new device. So let's run an engine. Okay, we are all set up. Now if we refresh the page, we can see that there is a new request from the device. And in the moment we agree to this request, we send identity key and device name to the device, and it's used later to authenticate against our other devices and our app. Okay, and as if we refresh the site, you can see there is a new device here. And how we can make this device even more secure. So this is the whole point of policy as a code. So basically we can go here, edit, and we can paste a piece of JSON formatted file, okay? And this certain file is a policy that we will apply to our device. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, if we go to our device, I will stop the agent for a while. We can see that we have edited the firewalls rules. So we have some new firewall rules. We also set up a cron tab job for the device to reach out to MISP malware database every day at 12 o'clock and check whether our device is infected or not. And what's good about this policy as a code is that engineers within the company can store it in the version control and can work together to make this even more secure and have it under control. And this example company can be one of our clients in the future. So going smoothly to our business model, we have 3 tiers of services. And one is the basic free services, which is basically an agents and web platform. And the basic and pro services are really the same as a free service, but with some particular additional features, okay? And what next steps our project can take to be a better project? So we can write more agents for different operating systems. We can implement secured protocols and develop further services mentioned in the service tiers. And at the end of this presentation, I would like to thank my team of a great business and engineering mindsets. And thank you for listening to this presentation. I hope you really enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Simon. And congratulations for getting it into 3 minutes. I know you had to work hard to do that. Really well done.
That was quite hard, yeah, but we've managed to do this.
And done really well. Look, before I cut to the jury for questions, maybe you can just let us know, how much of this did you develop this weekend during the hackathon? Or what did you bring in with you already? Did you have anything already?
Okay, so I have an idea before the hackathon. It was not particular for IoT devices, but I've, let's say, adjusted it for the IoT networks. So I have some idea. I have some scripts from goofing around on my home lab. So yeah, quite a nerdy stuff. And we have, let's say, take all those piece of information and script and made it to one app. And I had no business ideas, but thanks to my team members, they are some. So I've mentioned them.
Okay, cool. But you built this over the weekend. That's brilliant. To our jury members, do you have any questions there? Kadri.
Hi. So I have a question. So you showed us your business model, but could you maybe tell me in one simple sentence of what problem is it that you are solving with your product?
We are preventing misconfigurations of IoT network devices.
Can you please repeat?
Yes, we prevent misconfigurations of devices in IoT networks.
Nice and clear. Thank you. Johan.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, actually, just you mentioned that you would in the future you could add the support for new operating systems, but in the first place, which operating systems are you planning on supporting in the first early stages?
Okay. So on our demo, I have used Ubuntu Core, but we would like to also support Raspbian and Open RTOS, so real-time operating system.
Cool, thank you. Pascal.
Yes, thank you. About the agent on the agent side, so you just said that you did it with Ubuntu. How do you imagine in a more business environment that you will deliver the agents to the clients? Do they have to install it on their IoT devices? Will it come as a plugin for the operating system? So who would be your clients? The end customers or the IoT device creators? I would say
I would say my clients will be companies that have some particular IoT devices network, and they have security operations center, which will install these agents. Of course, there are possibilities to work or agentless solutions, but for now we have agents which security operations engineer can install on their devices.
And allow me a second question. The agent part, will that be, I would say, is there also open source software involved, or would that be a proprietary thing that's for your future company, or would that also be open source?
Yes, we have written our own agent, but if we find some particular open source solution, that's great to use that.
Cool. Henrik, did you have a question as well, or did Pascal cover that?
He covered it. It was exactly about the question how the agents would get on the devices, but that was answered already.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very big. We had a very big discussion on how agents will appear on the devices, and we have really two options: to reach out to the manufacturers to install those, or to, let's say, yes, tell security operation center engineers to install on their devices.
Mm-hmm. Okay, super. Simon, thank you very much, and congratulations, mate. Great presentation.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Okay. Next up, Reem from Secure Pi.
Yeah, hello.
Hi there.
I will start now.
Please do.
I am Reem. From Secured Pi. Current problem that 5 minutes of sensor inactivity is could do very critical damage to crops. So with my current demo, which I will show now, I made a real-time alert when sensor go off, built on my Raspberry Pi. So 1 second, I will share my screen. Screen one. Oh,
The context is a sensor going off.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so first I'm going to stimulate to trigger that temperature drop to minus 55, as you see here, which I will get immediate notification via email when temperature reach to this minus 55. So here like curl request had happened, and already I should get new email right now. Okay, so here is it. I got email that like default crops are freezing today, and I have to run to save my crops. So I also get it. I use the open source called Things board. So basically, I need to log in to see alert also on the device. So I have connected to ThinkSport and I go to my devices here. You will see Raspberry Pi 3 as my default device. So when I click on it, yes, so I click on it, you have like alarms and you see it's happened in real time, almost like in millisecond. I got 1725 and like since the went offline and it's like critical alert. So I used the open source ThinkSport because it was easier. Just I needed something to install on my Raspberry Pi 3. So ThinkSport was is designed for Raspberry Pi 3. Also here I have like two dashboards. This for like tenant. Also how I configured the SMTP to send the real-time alert. So I have to log again here, login. Sorry, changed my password for security reason as usual. Oh, okay. Next. Yeah, I have to log in with sorry. Okay, here is like if you see here the user came system admin and system is sitting here. I have like mail server I configured with my own email as and SMT simple mail transfer protocol from Gmail. And later also I can add more functionality like sending alerts via SMS and also a lot of security and OS configuration for my Raspberry Pi 3. That is from my side. Thanks.
Thank you, Reem. So the idea here is that if one of the sensors fail or one of the IoT devices fails, then that'll be identified by your Pi 3 gateway, and that'll send you an alert that that's the case, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic, thank you. And just for the jury members, Reem, you did this by yourself this weekend, right? So there wasn't the time to integrate with the MISP backend that you were hoping to at one point.
Yeah, I will integrate it later.
Super, thank you. Okay, let's go over to the jury member for any questions then. Kadri, would you like to take the lead?
Yes, hi. So it's good work for doing it all alone. It must have been a very intense weekend for you. But
Oop, I think we've muted the wrong person.
can you hear me now? Did you hear anything I said?
We can hear you now. Can you possibly start again, please, Kadri?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's just that we hear you, but we see Seam for some reason. Beautiful.
All right. What I wanted to say is that it was, I believe it was a very intense weekend for you, doing all these things alone. But I would like to ask, and I clearly understand that you have no opportunity to do this kind of user interface. So, but as a product that is marketed, and I assume a end user, and I think you mentioned crops there, so a farmer maybe. So it would have a much more easier user interface, so that they would not need to log into different type of open source platforms and do this thing. So so my question is that how would the user interface look like, and who would be the end user who would use it?
Well, the user interface is like set up by me, so end user should get like the alarm. Like end user, he only care about alarms right now if something happened to his crops, or like if you are a smart home and you want to sleep and you will freeze to death if something happened to the temperature with like current temperature. So end user right now only interested in like secured in alarms and like real-time notification.
You provide this as a service to make it super easy for the
Yeah,
users,
exactly.
right? Got it.
Yeah.
So just to follow up, this would be a subscription-based service that people get SMS notification, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, subscription-based. Yeah.
Cool. Pascal.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't exactly get how you trigger or what will trigger the alarm. What will you use as detection mechanism, and what type of different alarms would you be able to trigger? I didn't exactly get this during your presentation.
Depends on like sensor, because like there is some sensors connected to the Raspberry Pi. So if one sensor failed off, alarm would trigger automatically that the sensor failed off. Of like if you have like, let's say, temperature sensor and temperature went like below threshold, let's say -35, you automatically get alarm that something wrong in your greenhouse.
Okay, but the question was more, who will decide what are the thresholds for the sensors that are relevant for an alarm? That was more the question. Is it you as a consulting, or is it something that needs to be configured, or are there standards? I don't know, things like that.
It does depend on the end user, like what temperature should the alarm be triggered on. So it depends on end user. Like if you live in Africa, so like -55 will not make any sense, but so it depends also on like region.
And Reem, is the idea that they would tell you, or would they go and put it in themselves?
Sorry, could you repeat again?
Yeah, would the client or the person your customer, would they tell you what to set, or would they go in and set that temperature themselves?
They can set by themselves, or yeah.
Okay. Got it. Cool. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, and well done this weekend. Again, congratulations for getting through. Jumping onto our next team, Co-Order 8. Andre, are you with us?
Yes, I am. So, then I guess sharing a screen is good, yeah?
That would be great.
Let's check this. Yeah, ready, steady, go. So my name is Andre. I'm from team Co-Order 8, and today my story is about me somehow. A couple of weeks ago, I've experienced a cyber incident, and I thought, as a responsible citizen, I should report it. The way I did it is I wrote an email to the national CERT. And I have to admit, it was complicated for me to formulate what I would like to say and what I want to describe as an incident. So I started my journey about this. How could I maybe better report to a CERT my issue, or to a responsible person in a company? Therefore, we have created this framework of reporting, evaluating, and taking action. And here you see an application which offers, in relation to the taxonomy, to select what kind of incident I would like to report. And in this case, I thought it could be a fraud incident. It was a day ahead or today, and this application could help through this taxonomy and through the ontology to set up a bot which is supporting the user to describe the situation. So at the end, I would have a report which I can submit. And what is now the important thing about the submission is more people can join in. And here it comes to MISP, because the MISP user could onboard and start an evaluation process of what I have submitted. Yesterday, I did a proof of concept. What could be interesting? It was about also potential masquerade report, like there was an SSL certificate missing. And what did we do is we actually standardized the evaluation process and we distributed it through the community. So we were collecting from the crowd an evaluation of this case. So we are getting on the answers some kind of rating, which is processable. And additionally, we were asking for expert feedback, how they evaluate the situation. This could be done with any case then. And so the whole community within MISP, which is subscribing to this, could contribute to find solutions as fast as possible or to inform own organizations about. What else is, if I have my own profile there, I see what I have reported. I might be also interested in taking actions myself, so I can understand from the scale reactions what might be the risk level. I can share it with my colleagues because numbers or those charts help usually to communicate faster the issues. And still, I could also add comments from the colleagues who describe it in detail. And that is what we did. And what do we want to do in the next steps is actually we want to validate our case with a national cert. Why? Because we believe in this, that this is needed. And just by personal experience, it's like a long process where we thought, okay, reactions should be faster. And the business case itself behind might be interesting for a cert, for example, to inform and coordinate activities much faster. So activities with people, not among the systems only, but also with the people who might be affected. It might be interesting for security guys and to coordinate in the organization the activities. And that's it, what we have built with our team.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Andre. Just while the jury members may be thinking of questions, how do you think you can get this to market, to actually get out to people to use? Have you got some ideas there?
Actually, I've proven it yesterday with the proof of concept. The easiest is to set up a landing page, add for a teaser, for example, or to describe a case, select the feedback. And the next step would be also through this integration, for example, into MISP, to reflect on this and build on top, again, a next communication loop. Why? What is missing in the process is usually how do we form the activities? How do we align those activities? And in best case, through such an easy interface, either an app or even web application, which could be integrated in any website also of the companies, for example, or internet, we could inform people who take responsibility, as I did in my case, for example.
Okay, if I understood, you'll take a sort of community approach to get it out to at least a small community to start with, get them to validate it and share it further and further, yeah?
Exactly. Cool. Or what also is possible to put it in certain communities where we know we could have access, LinkedIn groups, for example, where CISOs are meeting up to get.
For sure, this makes a lot of sense too, yeah. Okay, some questions from the jury members, maybe some quick, sharp answers if you could, because we're already running. Your pitch went a little bit over there. Pascal.
Yes, thank you. I was. Could you maybe elaborate a bit more or detail a bit more how exactly you interact with MISP? What type of information you get out of it? So, or you sent into it? I didn't exactly get this in your pitch. So, and also, a second, I would say, just clarification. Your target audience would be, I would say, general users. Would not be certs. Certs would not more be the people that can interconnect with your solution, but your customers would be the individuals, or not? I'll let you explain.
I would say even more the customers would be more certs, like the incidents reporting as a service. This is name we were finding about. And this interface is more to make it the user easier to formulate and send in the topic, because there's a different wording and understanding between the user, how I describe it, and what the taxonomy, for example, is giving, and to stimulate this matchmaking. And that's then also the way how we communicate with the system. So if you have a described case and an evaluation, we can send it into the MISP system via an API or uploading a CSV file or JSON file, share it with the community, and those who are signing up to this can contribute and participate actively in this communication process, because the user will not solve it, but third entities or security officers might need additional information so that everybody could read about this case, also what is happening, and align it. It's also then like some kind of a distributed coordination to fight this issue. So it's also with export opportunities as well. Mm-hmm. We bring the people in, or try to bring the people in.
Henrik, would you like to ask your question?
Yeah, really quick one. So thank you, great presentation. And I totally agree that incident reporting should be more standardized and more easy for people. That is completely clear. What is not so clear to me, though, is that who will be paying for such a service? Will it be corporations, businesses that install, that have those applications installed by default on their employees' devices, or what did you have in mind?
Yeah. First of all, I see it as a communication channel to really speed up the communication. So that's an entry point for us. Now, from Latvian perspective, is that we have been also in contact before this hackathon, for example, with ministries and agencies, and they said there are upcoming opportunities to build projects in this field jointly, or to participate in projects to bring such things in. On the other side, if this really is a communication tool where we can also figure out what people are seeing, thinking, we can introduce two kinds of services. One is potentially consulting the companies how to work with their employees on those topics to solve it. And on the other side, if there are technical solutions like we have also today seen here, I mean, we could bring them in and supply them also as solutions. And then the business case, for example, would be being affiliate, like third-party management.
Okay, Andre, thank you very, very much, mate. Great presentation. Well done.
Thank you too.
Cool. And can we call then on Polaris, who's going to be presenting for you?
Hi, yeah, it's gonna be me with my voice, but the screen where the action will go on is Lauri's.
Fantastic. So Lauri, do you want to bring up your screen? Make sure that works. Beautiful. Oh, no, it was beautiful.
Okay, Lauri told me that I can start.
Okay, super. Go for it.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Rauno from Team Polaris, and we are making it easier for people to check if what they read on the internet is true or not. Okay, so here I am, casually browsing Reddit, when I stumble upon an interesting comment about Germany sending helmets to Ukraine. It may be true, it may not, but it still is just a comment on a forum. How can I be certain it is telling the truth? Especially nowadays when there is so much false information going around. I really should just go and Google it to check if it's telling the truth. Alas, I am human, and often I just don't bother with it, even though I know the need for it. Herein lies the problem of how misinformation spreads, even amongst those who are well aware of the dangers. We offer a quick and easy way for the user to check the validity of the information. All the user needs to do is to highlight the text of interest and click to send it to Polaris for analyzing. The extension takes some keywords from the text and compares them with recent news headlines from the curated list of respectable news agencies, such as BBC, Associated Press, or Reuters. Then Polaris offers a list of top matching headlines for the user to see if the topic at hand has had any coverage in the news recently. Ah, here is a reference to a news article about the helmets in Reuters. Seems legit. Wait, but how do you differ from other apps of that sort, you may ask? There are a lot of extensions already out there offering evaluation on the news stories, but they all work on the news sites themselves. Our solution offers the user a comfort of quick information without leaving the site. We are planning to use the threat analysis tool MESP to gather data on recent searches of our user base. With this information, we can prompt the user if the text contains a keyword that is often being searched in recent past. The data we gather can be valuable for companies and cybersecurity agencies, as it provides a live view of different keywords that are of interest to the public. With a large enough user base, it can give a valuable insight to currently spreading misinformation campaigns. Our next steps will be to improve our internal news matching algorithm and marketing Polaris to make it a household name in the cybersecurity world in order to expand our user base to the level where we can make large-scale statistics. Now, on behalf of a team of 3 developers, me, Lauri, and Sander, thank you for listening.
Fantastic. Very nice presentation. Thank you, Rano, and also Lauri there. Quick question before I hand to the jury. Maybe I missed it. Did you have a chance to integrate or do anything with the Sparta OSS toolkit across the weekend, or is this a standalone piece?
It's a standalone piece that we will add later.
Super. Thank you. Jury members, any questions? Actually, again, while that's coming up, let me ask you, business model-wise, I think this is always a challenge with similar projects. Have you got some ideas about how you will actually monetize this and make it a sustainable project?
Yes. One observation that we did is that we can make conclusions about situations where users search for keywords, but they don't match up with any actual news sites. So we would like to aggregate that data and provide analysis based on that and package it as a product for cybersecurity companies.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So some sort of insights there. Johan, I think you're first in the list.
Yeah, thank you. Very simple question. Just I wanted to understand how much of the work was actually done over the weekend, or did you have some existing code base that you relied on, or was it an idea you were already thinking about before?
No, we just had a plain old idea, and that too basically formed on Friday. So yeah.
Okay,
nothing was written before. Yeah.
Cool, thank you. And Seem, you have a question.
No, that's actually me.
Oh, Kadri, sorry.
So, Kadri, here. Yes. Basically, I have 2 questions. One is about the business model. So, as I understand, your business model that you proposed was free service for people and collecting data to sell for companies.
Exactly.
Okay. And secondly, and this is relevant for me, is that you said you were not able to integrate them any of the open source softwares that were provided, but you mentioned integrating later with MISP. Can you maybe elaborate a little how functional the integration with MISP would be in terms of your product for future?
So it would our backend would be connected to a MISP server that would be shared with our potential customers, i.e. companies, and there we would store events of recurring keywords as events and set those to the MISP view.
So just to follow up, you would use MISP in your data selling part for, I don't know,
yeah, visualization more like, yes.
Cool. Thank you very much, Team Polaris. And again, well done. Great presentation and great work over the weekend.
Thanks.
So our next presentation is actually going to be, it's a recorded video, just because of unreliable internet connection for the team who are spread around a little bit. So can I ask the video to be put up for AutoSec, please? And just for the jury members, we do actually have team members here who can answer questions afterwards. So we might need to start the video again.
Autonomous vehicles rely on various types of sensor technologies for perceive the environment and to make logical decisions based on the gathered information to humans. In practice, there are still several changes that can impede the AV sensors' operability and, in turn, degrade their information performance under more realistic conditions that actually occur in the physical world. In order to achieve higher autonomy levels, autonomous vehicles must of course rely on a combination of sensors and software to perceive the surrounding environment and navigate with any human intervention. A specific use case for autonomous vehicles is securing of data streams from often outside mountain sensors to decision-making systems. Because of the high data rates and low latency requirements involved, industry standards solutions are expensive and challenging to implement. But what we are trying to solve is a niche problem, an automotive problem with a probably existing solution. What is our solution? A faster, simpler MEC algorithm. While the team analyzes available publicity and patient-free algorithm, most implementation of said algorithms are not developed to comply with the automotive code reliability standards. The final products of AutoSec would therefore be a C or C++ library. They implement our chosen MEC algorithm, and we use Python. And we understood that this way we will have a better performance. So here we have the output, and below we have a code that generates this output. Because Python has less line of code and is easier to remember, almost similar to human languages. And prototype is possibly due to the small size of the code. About efficiency, easier to maintain, object-oriented, and simpler to use. In conclusion, numerical studies of a LiDAR sensor stimulation tool show that the new sensor models can stimulate raw data provided by a laser scanner through the post-laser propagation and energy losses under the weather condition. So, this attribution will contribute in reducing the cost and time to develop a LiDAR application that will be beneficial for all the companies that will use it, and also will increase performance for such systems. And we are ready to bring our product to all companies that develop autonomous vehicle sensors. Thank you so much for watching.
And thank you to Team AutoSec for that. So from my memory, the actual prototyping work done this weekend was actually finding a series of existing algorithms and actually benchmarking them for their speed in being able to, well, do their work across different data sizes and data packet sizes. So as I said, we do have members from the AutoSec team here to answer questions. So jury members, do we have any questions there? Oh, Kadri.
Yes, of course. Yes, it seemed that we unfortunately were not able to see the prototype during this demo, but well, as you mentioned, it worked during the weekend. But my question is also did not hear anything about which type of open source software is being used from the Sparta library that's been provided. And maybe it would be nice to have a one sentence description of the problem you're solving.
Daniel, can you answer those?
Yes, of course, was explained the problems. Even Elon Tesla said that is a problem with autonomous vehicles because we need to improve these algorithms that is coming from different sensors. So it's a problem of artificial intelligence. And even Elon Musk asked from developers to come with such kind of solutions to improve a sensor and in this way to have more autonomous car on the on all streets, because in this way we can reduce car accidents. I don't know how many of you, because here it's only young people, have car accidents. But me, I have such kind of problems in the past with some drivers, because I was manager of team cars with more than 20 drivers. And it's I tell you that it's very awful to go to a family to tell them that that driver has some problems.
So Daniel, just to bring this back to the one sentence answer that was asked for here, if I'm correct, the problem that you're solving is the latency that gets created.
From different sensors, to collect the data from different sensors to take the right decisions in autonomous car. That's the solution that even Elon Musk asked. We try to resolve.
Super, thank you. And the other question was about whether any of the Sparta open source software was used in the prototyping and the project this weekend.
Yes, the developers trying also to use and need to approach more for this Sparta and to put the team working there. Okay. This is only idea concept.
For sure, yeah. I don't think anything was actually integrated in the prototype, was it, this weekend? I know they looked at it, but they probably didn't utilize any, did they?
Yes, indeed.
Cool, thank you.
I'm just going to do a quick follow-up question based on your question. You said that your solution is inspired by a call made by Tesla. So does that mean that your potential first client could be Tesla?
If you look on the market, it's a higher competition. Tesla have problems with other manufacturers. From Ford, even Ford, if you're looking, is coming with autonomous car. Toyota is the same. Hyundai. So there are many others automotives which are coming with solution. But all this automotive industry have faced with artificial intelligence, because they need to give more trust using intelligence artificial for their final customers. Mm-hmm. And this is what we are doing.
So it's certainly going to be a big problem with a lot of people out there, or a lot of companies wanting to use it. Can I get a final question, and please a very quick answer to Raul. Raul, are you talking? You might be on mute. We can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. A very short question. I think that it's a sector very hard, particularly hard to enter in the automotive sector. There are very few manufacturers, and they prefer to work with the internal teams to do that. So your business model contemplates to work with Tier 1, Tier 2 providers to them, because I think that from experience is very hard. There are some products like pasta and this kind of thing that can go near to the market, but I think that this is very hard. How do you think to work with them? Thank you.
If I understood, Raul, the question is how do you hope to actually get this product to market?
Yeah, because the manufacturer of automotive is very hard to enter, and they have the strong inner teams to work with this kind of technology.
For sure. Daniel, can you answer that? So what is your go-to-market plan?
Yes, of course, because I'm a senior business developer. And if you see in my background is written haptic R&D consulting. So I have also some haptic devices dedicated to automotive sector, and I'm already in contact with them. So for me, it's not quite a problem. But always it's a financial barrier, even for automotive sector, especially due to this pandemic issue. Even when you see there are some problem with chips, for example, real problem in this chain to provide the products to final customers, but hope to be resolved very soon. I'm already in the business. in relation with them. You can see even on my website. I will let here the website address. Someone is
Thank you very
interested
much, Daniel. I think the
get
answer to
more
that question is
information.
very much that you've already got the connections, you're already in the industry, so you've got really good access there.
Yes, I'm working more than 10 years in this.
Fantastic. Daniel, thank you very much. Team Autosec, really well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and our final presentation this evening is from Team Fuzzy Bird. Hi again, Salman.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
we can hear you. Go for it.
Yeah. Hello from Team Fuzzybird. Today we're solving some problems brought to us by the COVID pandemic. Surprisingly, these issues do not belong to the field of healthcare. The payment and personal data theft in 2029 saw new tactics as well as new attack vendors. As a result, some bad numbers are pumping up. For instance, there are 60 million confirmed cases of compromised card-not-present payment information records. Approximately 58% of these attacks targeted to mobile phone users. Thus, we believe that the brand new mobile security tools are the key solution and required to secure user-sensitive personal and payment information, as classic methods like block listing are outdated and not effective anymore. Now let's go straight to demo of our solution we were working on for past 48 hours, going through our blood, sweat, and tears. As we can see, we have 0 incidents reports in our integrated MISP component. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have a 0 incident. And we will now run our extension, which defends the users against WebKit exploits, phishing, as well as mage card attacks while using no block lists at all, powered only by real-time and client-side behavioral analysis. We found one classic mage card form for the test flight. This is real, not a simulation. Could we refresh it? Yeah, we got a pop-up, detection pop-up. So close the pop-up list now. This type of attack is a mage card. Users might be led to this page even from trusted resource vendor and have no way of knowing that they're being subjected to an attack. Also, we have found one more funny situation. A real bank website payment interface is down and dead. Let's have a look. 1 second, sorry, not this one. Bank one, yeah. Sorry for the delay. It's completely down and dead, while the fishy one works just fine. This one is real, yeah. And let's head to the fish one. 1 second to refresh. Sorry again for the delay. Visit anyway. Yeah, we got a pop-up. Sorry for the delay. Heading now right to the MISP component. A couple of words. Well, generally report management in client-side oriented software is hard. MISP from Sparta is here for us. Let's have a look. Is here for us to handle report generation regarding founded attacks. So the trusted resources vendors will be directly notified and could perform detailed security audit and fix issues on their side. Because you know what? 70% of merchants are still breached when stolen data records first published to darknet. To sum up all mentioned numbers, we assume this market is totally addressable under B2C model, mainly subscription-based. However, we could also greatly benefit from collaboration with e-commerce platforms. Finally, for the next steps, we think that it would be great to scale our product to other browsers and operating systems, as well as perform some finishing touches on automation of developed functionality. Can we have a pick for the team, please? Please take a look at these amazing people who did an outstanding work this weekend. I'm so proud to be a part of them. Also, we would like to thank the mentors for a huge support. It was really huge and helpful. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Great presentation. Raul, you've already got your hand up. So and that came up during the presentation, so something hit you there.
Yes, it's not some very original, but how much of this work has been done before the hackathon? Because I think that it's impressive.
Thank you. Well, we had an idea about this extension itself. Of course, we had something pre-made, like a bunch of scripts, especially for WebKit exploits and phishing attacks. During this hackathon, we did UI UX, packed all things up, and developed scripts for defending against image card attacks.
Cool, thanks. Pascal.
Thank you. How exactly do you detect if there is a phishing fraud or an attack? Do you have, I would say, specific mechanisms, or do you use MISP also for that? Or do you use MISP only to push the events after detection? That's what I wanted to get cleared out.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? I think I got a loose connection.
You mentioned that when you detect an event, you push it to a MISP instance so that others get aware of it. So do you MISP only at the outcome, at the result, or do you use MISP also to validate your detection in the beginning?
Yes, just for now we use MISP as dashboard of results, not a source of initial data.
Okay, and what do you use as for detection? Do you use any database? Do you use any mechanisms? How do you detect things or attacks?
Okay, very nice question. So initially, we for development needs, we search phishing resources, real phishing resources, and try to run our extension over their phished resource and capturing some entries. We was converted into sequences, and then that sequences was hashed, and we are not using a blacklist. We are using hashed parts, which activate our pop-up only when some checksum So let's look like behavioral analysis, but different way of implementation, and we are using hashing for reduce amount of memory of this knowledge data.
Okay, thanks. We're running well over time here, so maybe just one last quick question from Johan.
Yes, that will be quite fast. We already talked about it, I think, during the mentoring part, but I'd like to have confirmation, and I think it's useful for the rest of the jury. First, is everything happening locally on the device, or do you use do you transfer some more information about the behavior or the URL to a third party or to yourself, your own servers? And two, how do you oh, sorry, I wanted to go so fast that I forgot the second question. I'll let you answer the first one. Sorry.
Maybe let's just stick to that one question because we're well over time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
So quick answer, please.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's the point of client-side definition of the client-side. It's run exactly on the user device. Short answer.
Super. Nice, sweet, clear answer. Guys, thank you very much, and well done there with the presentation. Teams, all of you, again, congratulations. Great presentations, great responses there. Now we're going to take the jury over to another room, or actually jury members, can we ask you to please join the same meeting we had, the link that we used before this session, and we'll see you there right now. We're doing pretty well. We're only 11 minutes behind time. So let's see if we can do this in 20 minutes and be back here at about 6:30. So 6:30 Estonian or Eastern European time. Cool. See you guys shortly. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. We made it back. As always, we think we can make these decisions quickly, but there's always so much to discuss about each one of the teams and what you guys have achieved over the weekend. So thank you for making it really, really difficult. But we do have some decisions, and we're going to get to those just now. Just before we get there, a quick reminder that Garage has been doing these cyber hackathons now for a number of years, 5 years in fact. This is our 5th edition of the, I think it's the 5th edition, 5th edition of the Cybersecurity Hackathon. Started out in Kharkiv back in 2017, and we're back here for, I think, for our 2nd virtual edition of this. So congratulations for taking part in that. Quick thank again to our wonderful mentors. Now this isn't everybody, and this is how we looked before the weekend when we also were still quite fresh and ready to go. So thank you for the mentors who I think without their support, without their help, a lot of the teams wouldn't have been able to make the wonderful progress that you have made. So congratulations, big round of applause. Doesn't really come through so well over Zoom, does it? Okay, and the winners are, maybe let's start with this. I'll actually invite the prize givers to announce their winners and to announce briefly why they chose their winners. Now remember, the prizes were a €5,000 prize fund from, or cash fund from Smile. Thanks, it's coming back here. 2 months membership from Vicomtech, mentorship for Vicomtech. Mentorship. Thank you for the support there. And legal counsel, 2 hours legal counsel from Naltodutil. So should we do this? Can we actually start by getting the announcement from Johan from Naltodutil as to the winners of the legal counsel? Johan, are you there? And
For
are
sure.
you ready? Pressure is on. Who did you choose and why?
Thank you very much, Callum. So I want to highlight as well how difficult it was with many motivated teams who made a lot of work over the weekend, and I witnessed it myself firsthand. So basically, we actually picked 2 winners. Each will have 1 hour of legal counsel from Naltodutil. The first one is Trust Hub for a very...
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello, hi again. Thank you for this reward.
Well, congratulations for the, sorry, my 2-year-old is uploading as well. so congratulations for this very very promising project and the work you've put in for this over the weekend. I was quite impressed by the quality of the presentation that you put together as well. And our second winner is Fatibird as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And,
thank you very much.
For the as well, actually the teamwork that you've put together and the actual problem solving that you are bringing on the market with the product, and I hope that the product will have a great future as well.
Fantastic! Congratulations, teams, and thank you very much, Sean. Can we pass over now to Raul at Vicomtech?
Yeah, in our case, the price was 2 months mentorship, and this price has been done to Trust Hub. The main reasons are the same that my colleague Johan has been done before. The problem is a real problem that we have detected also in our region. The approach to solve it, we like it very much, and the teamwork and also the solution that you have created in a couple of days, I think it was very high level, and I think that we can collaborate a lot in this mentorship. We can provide some challenges for you and to increase your your idea of cybersecurity in this case in another field.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to tell that it wouldn't happen without my great team, which is Dennis, Killis, and Fatin. Thank you very much, guys, once again.
And congratulations, guys. Thank you very much, Raul. Okay, can I now please call on Pascal from Smile? Now, Pascal, you actually hacked the system, didn't you? You've actually hacked the hackathon and introduced the special prize. What happened there?
Yes, exactly, indeed. During the jury discussions, and I joined my core jury members that indeed it was not an easy decision. We had quite some discussions, and we were not always agreeing on all the laureates. And so we spontaneously decided to add a new prize to the thing. So first of all, there is this prize fund, which means that the 5,000 euros are being split up on the, I would say, the two main winners, and so the.
Actually, maybe if you could start with the special prize, and let's.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's
start with the
special prize.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, and the special prize, we added a special prize, so a 2-month mentorship from us, from Security in LU, which is, I would say, so to say, a kind of a good curve prize for a team that really came up with an idea, with a solution that really completely fits in what we do, and which will be for co-order 8.
Woo! Well done, co-order 8. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Great.
Because this idea of making incident reporting more easy, well, you probably know that one of our departments is a CERT, and that's clearly things that we are struggling with to get the interaction with people that report incidents fast and efficient. And we really would like to work a bit together with you on developing this idea. So this special new prize that was not foreseen from the beginning.
Fantastic. So who got your next prize?
And the next one, so the 2,000 euros will go to Trust Hub, which really did a great work during the 48 hours. The idea about working on IoT security is, I would say, one of the big challenges of the future. So we are really thinking that this has huge business potential, and so want to support this with 2,000 euros. And then I would say the big winner of the day is will get 3,000 euros prize, and this will be Fuzzybird.
Oh, thank you.
So on our side, really, Fuzzybird and Trust Hub, you were very, very close, and the discussions were hot. So we decided to split the prize money on both of you, on the projects, because we think that both these projects have great potential for the future.
Thank you very much, guys. Congratulations, everybody. And again, congratulations, everybody, for actually making it through the weekend, for delivering your prototypes and presenting so well this evening.
Seems to be back.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. And sorry for that interruption. Guys, it happens at my age. We sort of start to lose charge pretty quickly and have to be plugged back in. So I was just saying congratulations to everybody, and let's think about what happens next. Can I get the slides back up, please? Fantastic. Thank you very much. So what happens next? I mean, obviously, you put all of this effort into the hackathon. You've produced some fantastic results. let's not throw them away. Let's not stop now. You've got the support now from the partners, from Smile, from Notodutil, from Vicomtech, to help you go further. Do take those, but also stay together inside the community. Stay together with the guys who've actually been working with you this weekend. So in Slack, network in the networking channel. Something about having a rest. I know that's irrelevant for most of you. You don't have time for that. Do keep an eye on the Garage 48 page, Garage 48 events for future cyber hackathons, open source tools hackathons, and any other events where you might be able to continue to develop your ideas and your tools. And of course, the follow-up meeting with Kadri from Smile, who will be, she said, promised something about hunting you down to engage with you further and see what was valuable this weekend, but also how they can support you further with your ideas. So do take advantage of that. And I guess that's it. It always comes to quite a sudden end, doesn't it? After a big, busy weekend. So thank you very much, everybody. Before we go, though, let's get a picture of everybody who participated here on screen. So can we please get everybody with your cameras on the big screen here? Seem, Kadri, everybody in the house, can you come to the stage, please? We're going to get a selfie of all of you, all of us together. Okay. Oh, come here, yeah? You in? Yeah, come.
No, but we're going to be this way around? Yeah. Looking at them there?
Oh, so we should be looking up. But just use my head for the extra light.
And everyone.
Maybe you can go here, so you would be visible.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, and some emotion. Woo! Woo! Okay, super.
Mass applause, people. Thank you very much for a great weekend, and stay in touch and good luck. Ciao.